Alright, this is part 3, right? 3? Yeah, part 3. Let's see. I found this image on the internet that might help a little. Here's our suspect list. Last time we met all these people. Every one of them is super suspicious, basically, and have a really huge motive for doing all of this. Then at the end, we found out that the guy on the bottom left, Dr. Carter, we found him murdered with a fake dagger in him. So that's where we're starting at. Let's see. Turn this up. So, first let's see if the dagger's in here.
This door is locked.
Oh, or not. I'm betting it still is. There's nobody in this room. Where are you guys going?
Good evening, Countess.
Good evening, Miss Bow.
What do you think of the murder here?
He was a rather good-looking fellow, don't you think? Of course, I was at the party when he died, surrounded by witnesses, but I've already told Mr. O'Reilly about all that.
Nobody was at that party when he died. Nobody was in that room. None of you were. Where are you? Whoa, what was that?
A typical light-hearted. The oil paint on the canvas is old.
There's something there, but it won't let me see it until... Maybe I have to wait for it to sparkle. Let's see. Come on, sparkle. There we go.
Inspecting. Jeepers! The shiny key on the painting even feels real. Probably because it is. Although you have a natural attraction to shiny objects, this one is firmly attached to the painting and obviously can't be removed by hand.
What do I have? Probably no way to do that with any of those. Okay. Well, mental note. There's a key in a painting for some reason. Oh, this is a new area. I don't think I have anything to ask.
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
Ooh. I know what to do there. Take this glass.
Thank you for coming to see me, Olympia. This is very nice of you.
You're very welcome, my dear. What can I do for you?
Oh, you see, I found this strange bone, and I said to myself, Yvette, if anyone can tell you what this is, it would be Olympia.
A bone, you say? How fascinating. Where did you find it?
I found it right here in the museum. Here it is, Doctor.
Now, let me see. Ha ha! Yvette, you silly girl. This is a chicken bone.
It is?
Yes, of course. Why, it is still greasy. You got this at dinner, didn't you?
Oh, you have caught me, Olympia. I was playing the little joke on you.
You are a funny girl, Yvette, but I am quite fond of you.
Olympia, we are the good friends, no? I have the problem I wish to talk to you about.
Oh, good. I thought this conversation was totally stupid.
Certainly. What is it?
Come closer so I can whisper it to you. It is very personal, and I want no one to overhear.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, my.
Okay. Anything else?
You don't hear any.
Alright. Let's go down. It's down here.
It's an intercom slave unit. Feels like an intercom slave unit.
What's this?
The bottle says Dr. Moribund's guaranteed snake oil.
Nope, she ain't gonna let me. Alright.
Good evening, Miss Bo.
Oh, you startled me.
Good. It gets the blood flowing, doesn't it?
Well, I suppose so.
I see we're looking at my snake oil.
Well, I was just looking around.
I'm sure you meant no harm.
What's the snake oil for, anyway?
It repels snakes, of course. Comes in handy
What?
when I'm working in the basement. I lost a load of Egyptian cobras down there a few weeks ago.
What?
And I occasionally come across one of those little darlings. Those snakes always want to bite me, but I'm sure they don't mean anything by it. It's just their way. They get nervous very easily, you know. Normally, I love to watch them kill things. My Barney will kill
Kill.
anything he can sink his teeth into.
Charming.
Well, I'd like to chat some more, but I've got to rush off and meet that young Steve fellow. He promised to show me his scars. See you later.
So, you lost a bunch of, like, highly poisonous Egyptian snakes in the basement weeks ago, and nobody's done anything? Wow. Oh. Okay. Well, obviously, I'm going to have to figure that out.
The cloth seems to be covering something up.
Alright, before I can't.
It's half of the famed Rosetta Stone.
Alright. Oh. Well, there's your answers. I am obviously not going to do that. I'll just look it up if I have to. Hey, Snake Bro.
It's Barney, Olympia's pet cobra.
Let's not touch him. Wait a minute. Why is this guy's head?
The sculpture has a beautiful face. Its strong but sensitive lines remind you of Steve.
Oh, God. Stop that. Yeah, look. His head's lifted up. Something changed. Oh, it's back down. I better save. Oh,
It's a burnt-out light bulb. Too bad, since this stairwell could definitely use some light.
I'm betting if I go down there without the light bulb,
Ouch!
she's gonna die if I go down there. Gotta try. Wow, that noise. Alright. I'll be nice and I'll shut the door. Can I go in here?
A paper cutter with a sharp blade.
Okay, that's obviously gonna get used at some point.
One of those new pot. The surface of the desk. The surface of the wood. Don't.
She's got a...
You hear muffled voices coming
Big
through the
office.
door to
Oh.
Yvette's office.
Who's in there?
Come a little closer, Monsieur Najir. I am wanting to show you something.
And what would that be, Miss Delacroix?
Oh, not him.
Look at the palm of my hand.
It is a lovely palm, to be sure. But what am I supposed to see?
You see this line, monsieur? It is my love line.
My goodness, Miss Delacroix. It goes all the way up your arm and disappears up your sleeve.
Would you like to see where it ends up, Ramses?
Oh, God.
Well,
Have you ever been to Paris, Ramses?
no, I can't say I ever have.
Then you have never seen the Eiffel Tower?
No.
Well, by all means, let me show you.
Miss Delacroix, please. I'm a married man. Oh, dear.
Have you forgotten who let you into the museum, Ramses? Have you forgotten who showed you the secret room for your little ceremonies? You haven't, have you?
Ceremonies?
No, I haven't, but...
Then you will let me give you the grand tour of the tower, no?
We'll have to go somewhere else. I don't feel safe here.
Lead the way, monsieur.
Always something in the fireplace.
You pick it up and... Using your remarkable power...
Shut up.
Don't touch... Phone numbers. T. Dargan, WP 5125. R. Williams, BL 4468. I did it. SH 0244.
I did it?
Be safe. KL 0527. U. Hoser, LI 2077. And yet, KL 4004. E. Leach, BR 1833.
I have no idea what the point of any of that was.
Don't touch. You touch the... You touch the intercom. You touch... You touch... You touch the... You touch...
Oh, God. Do I have to really hit?
The intercom crackles and you overhear a conversation.
Oh.
Oh, I so love your scars, Wolfie. Show them to me again, darling.
God.
They are yours to admire, my strudel.
Hoopa! Very, very nice.
Yeah, and I have this new bone for your collection.
Ah, such a large bone, too.
Oh, God.
Where did you find it?
I've been carrying this bone around for years. It is yours now, my Fräulein. You may do with it what you will.
I'm impressed by your generosity, Wolfie.
God, the innuendo.
You touch... The intercom crackles and you overhear a conversation.
Oh, my lover, how do you manage to do it so many times?
Sure, and a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Oh, God.
And you do it so well.
Try and keep your voice down, lass. Someone might hear us.
Oh, I do not care, my amour. Life, she is something we only enjoy once.
Sure, and begorra, I do this at least 50 times a day to stay in shape.
50 times, ooh la la. And what do you call this movement?
Sit-ups, lass. I also do 50 push-ups each day, then I run a few miles.
The intercom crackles and you overhear a conversation.
I'm telling you, pal, you're not supposed to be down here.
Nothing poisonal, Mac, but Archie said I could scope the place out.
Well, he didn't say anything to me about it. Neither did Mr. Heimlich. And he's the chief of security.
It's okay, Mac. Don't get your britches in an uproar. Trust me.
I'd only trust you about as far as I can throw you.
Hey now, there ain't no need for fiscal violence, Mac.
I'll give you 10 seconds. If you aren't out of my sight by then, I'm gonna hurt you real bad.
You're touchy, ain't ya? But I was done down here anyways. See you around, Mac.
Not if I can help it.
When you press the button, all you hear is static.
Alright,
You touch the... When you press the button,
nothing.
you touch... When you press the... You hear only static this time. You hear only... You hear only... When you press...
Alright, so there's nothing else there.
It's President Carrington's stuffed porcupine, Spiny Norman.
Spiny Norman, what's up?
While the stiff quills look especially sharp under magnification. Yes, it's definitely a desk clock. It says made in Switzerland in the fine print on the clock face, which you can barely read due to the glare on the glass. Don't touch it.
Alright, well we listened to a bunch of conversations, so I'm gonna bet that's probably it. Oh, I should look in the trash.
A used piece of carbon paper. You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Well, what the hell was it?
It's used carbon paper.
Yeah, I get that. What's on it?
There are words typed on the carbon paper, but you can't read them this way.
What?
The charcoal... Rubbing the charcoal over the notepad has made the imprint readable. Yvette, 8 o'clock, Egyptian rum. Tut, 10:15 Egyptian rum. Carrington, 11 o'clock, his office. It's used carbon paper.
Alright. Does she have a trash can? You should always check trash cans. Nah. Alright, moving on. Oh, there's...
I don't have time for idle chat, lass.
whatever. Yeah, nothing in here it looks like. I should save. Save often. We never went this way before. Let's see what's down here. Bunch of faces?
This is the life mask exhibit.
Ah.
You haven't seen this many dead-looking, expressionless faces since your accounting class at the university.
Okay. It's pretty... That's a weird room for a museum.
A rare 17th century old...
What's in here?
The door is locked.
Gee, I wonder if I have keys for that. Let's check out the murder scene. Wonder why the time changed. Oh, something's happening.
Good evening, Dr. Smith.
Miss Bow, I did not expect to see you here.
Ah, but I knew you were coming.
You did? How?
How is not important. The question is, why are you here?
I had an appointment with Dr. Carter.
And you still showed
You
up?
must be aware that he's dead.
Yeah.
Dead? Why, I had no idea.
Died right here in this room, as a matter of fact. I'm surprised you hadn't heard.
Yeah, what the hell?
I'm shocked. I don't know what to say.
I bet you don't. Where were you at 8 p.m. when he died?
At the party, of course. You saw me there.
Nobody was there.
Actually, I didn't see you there at that time.
But you must. Oh, well, there was the phone call.
Phone call.
Mr. Heimlich told me I had a call waiting on Dr. Carrington's telephone. When I arrived in his office, the line was dead. So I returned to the party.
Was Dr. Carrington in his office?
No, he was at the party.
Did Mr. Heimlich tell you who was calling?
No, he didn't take the call. And I don't know who told him about it.
You and Dr. Carter seemed to argue a lot about the Dagger of Amon Ra.
We had our differences of opinion, yes.
Did you kill him?
Miss Bow, I am shocked that you would ask me such a thing. I am leaving.
We'll talk again later. Although there are a few scratches on the glass case, there are no signs of forced entry into the display. There aren't even any fingerprints.
So who took the dagger originally then? Who could get in without any forced entry? Oh, it's the other half. Looks like there's more blood now.
An inner mummy coffin which was contained in the exterior mummy coffin to the left. Identified from the cartouches on both coffins, the occupant was probably Hatshepsut, the female pharaoh, daughter of Thothmes I. Hatshepsut built the magnificent tomb temple at Deir el-Bahri and ruled for 20 years with her lover Senmut. At her death, Hatshepsut's successor tried to erase all memory of her by destroying her statues and obliterating her name from her various monuments.
Jeez.
It's definitely blood. Most of it is still liquid, but some of it is already starting to dry.
Yeah. Is he still in here?
A peek into the mummy case reveals that Pippin's body has been removed.
That's expected. Okay. So we met that guy. Can't go in there. What was the next time on that thing?
Rubbing the charcoal over the notepad has made the imprint readable. Yvette, 8 o'clock, Egyptian Rum. Tut, 10:15 Egyptian Rum. Carrington, 11 o'clock, his office.
Carrington. Holy crap, another one!
The corpse is wearing a black tuxedo jacket. At the moment it's a poor fit, especially around the neck.
The head's gone.
You search the pockets and find nothing but the usual lint. You decline to take the jacket with you since it apparently contains no clues and is skewered to the floor anyway.
Holy hell, that was fast. I didn't know there was going to be another killing already.
You find a large grease stain on the right sleeve. You give it a quick whiff and identify the scent of turkey hors d'oeuvres. You search the left arm for clues but come up empty-handed. Close inspection reveals that these rented tuxedo pants...
Alright. 11:15. Second murder. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's just the strings.
Your fingers play gracefully over the contours of the pterodactyl exhibit room.
Oh, how much you want to bet? How much do you want to bet? No, nothing looks out of the ordinary in here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I take that back. Oh!
Oh no! That doesn't look like a life mask.
No kidding.
It's Ziggy's head!
What is going on in here?
I'd say you've got some explaining to do, young lady. Why are you screaming?
I found Mr. Ziggy's head.
Very odd how you are always finding the bodies, Miss Bow. I think we should be going back to my office and interrogating you now.
Here now, Wolf. The young lady just found a man's head. Give her a moment before you get out your thumb screws then.
Thank you, Mr. O'Reilly.
Don't thank me, lass. I'm not saying you didn't kill the man. I'm just trying to restrain Mr. Heimlich's enthusiasm for his job.
But I will get results. Let me talk to her privately.
Now I realize you're just trying to help, Wolf, but I think we can learn what we need from the lass without harming her.
She could lie and you'd never know it. You Americans are too soft on your criminals.
I just walked in and found his head, that's all.
Well, Mr. Heimlich does have his point, lass. It's a wee bit curious that you keep showing up at the murder scenes before anyone else. How do you explain that, then?
Just lucky, I guess.
Well, you do seem a wee bit small to be sawing off a man's head, I'll say that much.
Thanks.
This Fräulein could have had help. Or maybe she's very clever.
Or maybe you're trying to pin the murders on her, so you can find the murderer and save your job, eh?
My job is quite secure, Herr O'Reilly.
Oh, really now? A security chief who allows burglars to steal the exhibits, then overlooks several murders happening under his nose. I'd think twice about your security methods if I was running things here.
This is hardly the place to discuss my methods, Herr O'Reilly. We have a suspect to interrogate.
Correction. We have a murder scene to investigate. We can talk to the lass later when she's had a chance to calm down.
Thank you again, sir.
You're a sturdy one, I'll say that much for you. One
Yeah.
scream and you've got your head together again, so to speak. Just don't try to leave the museum.
I can't leave. I'm locked in.
Good. We won't have to worry about you then. All right, Wolf. We've got work to do. Let's go get the crime scene tools.
Okay, so how did they remove his head and why did they remove his head? Is that a dog?
A house pet, tastefully prepared for battle in 16th century armor.
Jeez, oh man, what's gonna happen next? I didn't expect that murder so soon. I knew there was more than one, but eesh. Did I get anything helpful? Nah. I don't understand why it won't let me save in certain areas. Save.
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
Oh, well, hold on. Go back.
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
Well, lass, we've known each other a long time, and I'm not ready to get married yet. But I know one thing for sure. I love you.
Huh.
Oh, my great detective. This feeling, it is mutual.
Just be keeping in mind that I'd have to kill you if I ever found out you were sleeping with someone else.
What? Oh, you are to be making the little joke, no? Your sense of humor, it is magnifique.
I've already had one bad marriage, and it won't happen again. It's been a long time since I've been able to trust anyone as much as I trust you.
This is very flattering, my love. I am never to be knowing someone like you either. You are so good and so kind.
Well, I try, lass. I try. It's not easy being a cop in this town. The place is lousy with criminals, even in the police force.
Oh no, how terrible.
Sure, and it's a hard thing when a cop goes bad. I've seen it happen. A cop spends years fighting crime and watching the hoods get rich while he risks his life to make just a few bucks. The first time a cop takes a bribe, it bothers him. Oh, but then it gets easier.
You are such a strong man, my Ryan. You would never be accepting the payoff, no?
Sure, and I'm shocked that you'd even say such a thing, Yvette.
I'm sorry, my
He
love.
totally
I
would.
should have known better.
You'll have to show me how sorry you are. Kiss me.
Oh, God.
Gladly, my love. How can I resist?
I want to see if I can walk in on them. Yeah! Okay, we're not gonna notice me. Wow, this is taking forever. Come on.
Oh, excuse me.
Here now, be off with you then.
Wait a minute. There is blood on there. Oh, that's how they removed the head. Wow, so somebody got him in there, removed his head, and dragged both the head and the body all the way over there? Jeez. Without being noticed? Yeah, there ain't nothing in here. Yeah, I can't get down there without a light bulb of some kind. Oh, there she goes. Maybe I can go in now. Alright. Not the glass.
The red stain on the paper cutter blade could be red ink or blood. Perhaps the last person to use it had an accident?
Yeah, that covered the whole thing? Well, we know how Ziggy's head got removed now, at least. Oh, crap. Holy cow, this is moving fast suddenly.
Dr. Carrington's head holds no clues that you can discover, except for the somewhat pained expression on his face. It's dripping blood.
Oh, look, the clock's busted.
The glass on the clock face appears to have been smashed during a struggle. Whether it was a struggle to wind the clock or a struggle for Carrington's life, it's hard to say for certain.
What time is it?
The clock appears to have been broken at exactly 12:04 a.m.
12:04.
Countess and Ziggy at 1 a.m. Medieval armor display.
He was supposed to meet Countess and Ziggy at 1.
Don't touch it. Don't touch...
Man, everybody's dropping like flies.
Don't touch... Don't... You hear only static. You hear only... You touch the... When you press the button, or...
Alright. Well, if those two were in here, blocking that door, one of them would have had to have done it, right? Well, we don't know the time frame really. Well, we do, but we don't know their time frame. Holy hell. 3 murders. Okay, we need to find a light bulb we need to find a way to get that key. I don't think there's ever anything more in that area. I'm suspicious of something here. Hold on. Oh, well, that was a lucky guess. She's carrying a painting.
Well, well. Good evening,
Well,
Countess.
well.
What are you doing here?
I just happened to be hiding behind the tapestry.
You're lying.
How could you tell?
Nobody just happens to hide behind a museum tapestry.
And nobody just walks around inside a museum late at night with paintings under their arms.
Paintings? Oh, you mean these paintings? I just found them laying around on the floor and I
come
picked
on.
them up so no one would step on them.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Are you accusing me of something, you silly girl?
What do you think?
I think you're a rude girl who needs to learn some manners. The nerve going around accusing people of stealing paintings.
Did I say anything about you stealing them?
Nope.
Well, of course you did. Don't try to trick me, girl. I've got more tricks than you have brain cells.
One thing I have to ask myself is, why did you bring those paintings to a meeting with Dr. Carrington this time of night?
How did you know I was meeting Dr. Carrington?
I found a note beside his body.
His body? You talk about him like he was dead.
Yes, he is. Dead as a doorknob. You didn't know about it?
You're trying to trick me again. Dr. Carrington is alive and well and working in his office.
Well,
he's in
you're
his
right
office.
about him being in his office, but he's quite dead, I assure you.
Oh my God!
And you seem to be a logical murder suspect.
Wait a second. You're not going to pin this one on me. I didn't have anything to do with it. Why would I want to kill him? We've got a perfectly good art burglary scheme going.
Art burglary?
What?
I think I said too much.
If you're trying to convince me that you're not the murderer, you're not doing a very good job of it.
What do I care what you think anyway? You're not a cop.
But I am a reporter, and I could write about you in the newspaper. Of course, your reputation would be ruined, and the police would get very interested in you. But you're tough, so I'm sure you could handle it.
Look, it was just a little deal I worked out with Dr. Carrington. An art forger duplicates the paintings on the wall of the gallery. Then we hang them up in place of the real ones, which we sell
Really?
to private collectors.
Didn't you think someone would catch on after a while?
Are you kidding? That's the beauty of the plan. When we had replaced all the paintings, we were going to slash them and make it look like someone vandalized the real paintings. No one would ever think we'd go to the trouble of forging paintings just to destroy them. And Carrington is here to see that no one gets too nosy.
You mean he was here?
I swear I didn't have anything to do with his death. He was my cash cow. I brought him over from Europe just for this reason. Now that's it. I'm not saying any more about it. I don't feel like talking about that now.
Nope, she's leaving.
The chest feels like wood, and you get a small splinter in your finger when you rub your hand over the carvings. The carvings on the chest depict gnomes leaping through shrubbery.
Well, it worked once. I guess not. Alright. Head's still there. Alright. Just checking. Well, might as well go out here, see what's going on. I haven't been here for a while. See if this door's still locked.
This door is locked.
Yep. Okay. I don't think there's anything over here. Nope. Alright. Alright, back in the museum then. Still need a key and a light bulb. I have no idea where to get those. Or way to get the key, I should say. Now, you don't have a light bulb, do you, Mr. Snake? Nah.
This door is locked.
What?
You hear muffled voices.
Oh, Dr. Smith, I appreciate your help so much.
Well, I don't particularly appreciate giving it. I have things to do, Miss Delacroix. Important things.
But surely you can spare the time to help me move my desk, no?
Oh, I suppose. Why do you want to move it anyway?
Oh, there is a terrible stain on the rug. I don't want it to show. We don't have to move the desk very far.
All right. Oh, it's heavy. Oh!
Oh, I am so sorry. Did you hurt yourself?
Yes. Oh no, I'm bleeding. You owe me one, miss.
But of course, Mr. Smith. I'll do anything you say. Anything.
Oh, Jesus.
Didn't I let you in when you asked? Didn't I keep your secret?
Yes, I suppose you did. And I'm sorry about bleeding on your carpet. At least it'll blend in with the old stain. What is that anyway?
Oh, it is only strawberry jam.
I'm sure I don't want to know, Yvette.
Probably not, Dr. Smith. Now, let's go to your place.
Alright, let's wander around until something else happens. Freaking key, man. Gotta be a way to get it off of there. Nothing going on in here. How's your head? Looks alright. Hide.
A peek. The mummy case is... The previous occupant seems to have vacated this mummy case. The previous...
Thought there might be a way to hide in there or something. Guess not. I'm sure it's used for something. It wouldn't be openable if it was. Huh. It's acting like there's something sound clip to play, but it's not playing it. Weird.
The door is...
Yeah.
You hear nothing of it.
Okay. I might have to look up what to do next. I'm not sure. It's probably something really obvious. Okay, let's look it up. Let's see here. Where's that link at? There it is. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. This will take a minute to read, so if anybody's watching, this is going to be uninteresting for a minute. Here's what the board in that office says, because I'm not going to go through the trouble of translating it. I pay homage to thee, ye lords of eternity. Ra, strong is thy sail in the wind, as a lake of fire in the underworld. Behold Shu the mother, creating the gods and signs from womb. Quicker than greyhounds and fleeter than light. Let me not be burnt, let me not be consumed, let me not perish, as my mummy lies prostrate in my tomb. That's obviously going to come in handy to know later, even though it does seem really stupid. Hold it in the front of the desk. Oh, okay. Let's go read that light, or that note. Where is it? Who knew that I had to do this to read it?
Backlit, you can read the words typed into the carbon paper. Ernie, Big Al called to see if you could do some fencing for him next week. He says he'll make it worth your while to do a fast fencing job.
That's it? It's a note about getting the fence done? Well, that's worthless. Hey, guess where I'm getting the light bulb from? But it has to cool. Oh, damn it. How do I take the light bulb?
You pick it up.
Okay, we got a light bulb. Let's stop reading. Now that we solved one thing, and keep going. Alright, well that answered that question. Alright. So now we got a new... Oh yeah. We got a new area to check out here.
You're magnifying. Ouch!
Don't tell me I can't replace it.
While this is an...
Alright. Now, because I don't trust her not to fall, I'm going to save. Okay, there she goes. It's automatic. Good. What's this?
The glass covering the alcove is marked with the words, "For emergency use only."
What's this? Alright, take it. Try at least. Wow. What the hell? He has a mousetrap set up with a machine gun attached? Oh, that must be that security guy's room.
World War I campaign medals. Although the
Campaign
medal...
medals? He was in World War One.
That's not the... A length...
I need some kind of probably cutter for that wire. Man, that guy must really hate mice. What the hell?
That's 10. Is that a unicorn floating in the murky liquid? Can't be. Unicorns are mythical creatures. The container is full of an oily liquid.
Can we take it?
The liquid in the container feels oily. That 5. A large, hairy creature with at least one huge claw is floating in the murky liquid of the vat. Vat 14. There's a vaguely humanoid shape floating in the murky liquid. After staring through the glass for a while, you see what appears to be white hair, or perhaps it's a large jellyfish.
I don't want to know what's in this room. Oh, I missed whatever she was going to say. Oh, it's a snake catcher thing.
You pick it up and...
I'll probably need that at some point.
Ernie's index to the stored items in the alcohol... Current vat contents, Alcoholic Preservation Lab. 1. Koala bears. 2. Turtles. 3. Snakes. 4. Hippo. 5. Ground sloth. 6. Skunks. 7. Loch Ness Monster.
What?
8. Ostrich. 9. Lemmings. 10. Unicorn. 11. Creature from the Black Lagoon. 12. Rats. 13. Warthogs. 14. King Edward of Daventry.
There we go. Wire
You
cutter.
pick it up.
King Edward of Daventry. Alright, what's back here? Hey,
You pick it up.
snake oil.
This trunk is locked.
Oh.
No hidden mess. The poster outlines basic dissection and preservation techniques. It's a sack of plastic. It's Olympia's ferret, Daisy.
Daisy, what's up? See if I can catch him.
Daisy will furiously flash across the floor on fleet ferret feet if you try to catch her.
Hello, little ferret.
Okay. What?
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be a mammalogy lab? This is the mammalogy laboratory. The word gorilla has been... It's nailed. The crate is nailed.
What's this?
It's a sack of plaster. Sometimes you have...
No need of that. Alright, let's leave. We got the snake oil. Alright, save. Let's see cheese. Okay.
Maybe that wasn't such a good... Maybe that... Although the medals are shiny and colorful, there's...
Huh. Not
The
only...
intercom crackles and you hear...
Oh.
Wolfie, it's Olympia. If you can hear me, meet me in the armor room at 2 o'clock. You promised to show me your private scars, remember? See you there, Wolfcakes.
Alright, well, I don't know how to get that because it's electrified too, on top of being a machine gun trigger. Olympia wants to meet. So let's go see if that happens. Man, everybody wants to meet in the armor room. Okay, must not be time for that to happen yet. Alright, let's have a look. Okay. Back downstairs. Well, wait. Can I just... Okay. Fast travel. Bones have it.
Was ist los? What do you think you're doing? There's no emergency here. Nicht gefingerpoken mit der Lantern.
What? What the hell? Did we fix it? here.
You don't hear.
Oh, alright. Try again or come back later. Alright, we'll try again. The magically repairing mirror. Or he didn't come this time.
You pick it up.
There we go. What was the point of stopping me then? Okay. Well, we got a lantern now.
There's a homey old Norwegian phrase stitched into this needle.
Don't care. Alright, let's see. There's something in here. This.
Jeepers, Laura, not in front of witnesses.
I think it's that.
The skull is amazingly well preserved. Don't touch. Jeepers.
Let me look at something real fast. That's what I thought. Okay. Back.
The skull of the long-extinct horned rhesus, known in academic circles to be the source of much controversy regarding it as evidence for the extraterrestrial origin of primate evolution.
There's supposed to be a secret passage in here that you pull a horn for, but I don't see it. Alright, let me look at something here again. Not seeing it in this one. Alright, I got some ideas now. Back downstairs here. The wire cutters was too obvious, obviously. So, we do this. And now we've apparently got cheese somewhere. Oh, I just set that off, that's all.
You pick it up.
Now we got cheese. Alright. Back in here.
Vat 9. Vat 10. Vat 11. Vat 13. Indistinct shapes are floating in the murky liquid. None of the creatures are close enough to the glass to see what they are.
I'm suspicious. Aha!
Could it be? Yes. It's heavy. It's shiny. It's real gold. It's got a sharp point at one end. It's the Dagger of Amon Ra.
Found it!
You pick it up and
How about
boy,
that?
you don't hear.
Nope. Alright. So how about that? We found the dagger. It wasn't in the gift shop. It did get taken. I don't know. I think it expects you to inspect all 13 or 14 vats, but if you do like if you do too many in a row, like you fall in from the fumes or something. I wasn't going to do that. But now that we have the dagger, oh wait,
The oil paint. The oil.
jeez.
Inspect.
We know it's there. Do I really have to wait for it to sparkle? So now if we use the dagger on it.
With careful use of the dagger, you manage to pry the skeleton key off the Bosch painting without any serious damage.
Messed up painting though. Now that I look at it. What's going on? Okay, well those two are still alive at least. We know that much. Let's see if I can hide here yet. Oop. Nope. Alright. see if this key opens this. There's only 2 locked things I found.
This door won't open this way.
No. Alright. That just leaves one thing I know is locked.
The trunk has a name tag identifying it as part of Carrington's personal luggage. Beside it is another sticker emblazoned with the logo Andrea Doria.
Oh, what the hell? Okay. Hey, there's bugs in there. They want fresh meat. I have cheese. That's not really meat. Let's go see if I can get some chicken.
The food and champagne look good, but you're trying to stay on a diet. The food...
Take the damn food. Where am I getting the meat? Alright. Let's do a specific search here. The phone book gave us a number for the safe. It is 0527. I did that wrong, probably. 05 20 7.
It's the personal diary of... Not wanting to remove evidence from...
Well, at least look at it.
Glancing through the diary and the male handwriting within, it refers to Sterling's growing fear that the Countess only married him for his money, and that she could be planning to kill him. The final entry reads, Yvette fears her too.
Hmm.
First editions of classic literature. That's not... Look. A large format illustrated version of Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky.
Oh.
You pick it up and place it in your purse. You read a police report on the criminal career of one Watney Little, conman extraordinaire.
That's it?
The file contains an amazing list of offenses, mostly fraud, conspiracy to commit fraud, and various degrees of larceny. Glancing at the top of the page, you noticed that the investigations were conducted by Scotland Yard. You also noticed that the last entry describes Little's recent escape from Dartmoor prison. Clipped to the outside of the folder is a small handwritten note that reads simply, "Remember our deal." Apparently this file was provided in exchange for somebody's silence or service.
Oh, what's this?
The letters C and P are carefully written in blood on the desk, as if they were put there by the dying President Carrington.
CP. Nobody has his initials, though. Well, I can say at least to like 70% of this act without having a look, but a lot of this stuff is like, how was I supposed to know that exactly one of those books would have something in it?
This bookshelf is dedicated to the topic of museum security, including such books as Criminals Among Us. While the These are books on art forgery. This bookshelf is dedicated to the topic of medieval weaponry.
Do I really have to...
This bookshelf is dedicated to the topic of gardening. Apparently This bookshelf is dedicated to a complete collection of the Encyclopedia of This bookshelf is dedicated to the topic of modern weaponry. This bookshelf is dedicated to the topic of medieval weaponry. This bookshelf is dedicated to the topic of museum security, including such books as Criminals Among Us.
Oh, this one's backwards.
You pick it up and place it in your purse. The poetry book falls open to a poem, She Walks in Beauty, written by Lord Byron. The page is marked by a black garter with a note pinned to it.
A note?
A lacy black garter with the name Yvette stitched into it. There is also a note attached. The note attached to the garter reads, "You can have the other garter and much more if you meet me at 3 a.m. in the preservation lab." The handwriting is female.
All right, let's go.
Aside from... You pick it up.
It was right freaking there.
This trunk...
Oh!
That's the body from the opening of the game. We don't really know who that is, though.
It appears to be a gold pocket watch. A close look reveals an inscription on the watch. To Dr. Archibald Carrington III for your years of dedicated service, many thanks from your staff at the British Museum. You pick it up. You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Ernie's office.
Ah, here we go.
Interesting. I'd never noticed that before.
You never noticed what, my love?
You have a tattoo of the Eiffel Tower on the inside of your left eye.
Ah, you are doing this to distract me, no?
That's what she meant.
But I am worried about you, my Ernie. You are so big and so strong. But this ice pick fellow, he is a dangerous one, no?
Yeah, he's dangerous. But I'll pay him his dough. Ernie Leach always pays his debts.
Maybe you can do some more fencing for this Big Al. He pays well.
Yeah, Big Al's a good customer. But there's only so much fencing I can do for one guy.
This ice pick might try to make the example of you before you can pay him off. He keeps leaving these threatening messages.
Don't worry, baby. Icepick knows he won't get his dough if he kills me. Maybe I can get into a hot poker game down at the Harlem Swinger and win enough money to pay him off.
No, no, no. The gambling is what got you into this mess, my Ernie.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But I've got bigger problems tonight. I saw something I wasn't supposed to see.
What?
You're better off if I don't tell you about it. Now, what's this on the top of your Eiffel Tower tattoo?
I think you know what it is, my Ernie. You've seen it before.
And I always enjoy seeing it again, baby.
Jeez, man.
Ah, you American men are so charming.
I'm still convinced that she's like some kind of information broker that's getting information from people. Let's go walk in on them. That is such terrible art. I'm sorry. Well, don't drop her.
Am I gonna
Jeez.
have to spank you? Amscray!
Maybe she's wanting to join us, yes?
No. Okay then. Okay. Whatever. Enjoy. Oh, man.
You hear muffled voices coming through the door to Yvette's office.
Did she teleport up here?
You lied to me.
Yep.
Well, lass, I guess that makes us even. You lied to me.
You had something to do with the dagger burglary.
What?
You've been sleeping with someone else. I saw you go off with that dock worker.
I've never slept with Steve. And the Ziggy fellow, he told me about you and the dagger.
And you believed that little weasel. I've arrested the man more times than I can count.
The Ziggy, I know him a long time. He would not lie to me.
That man would lie to his own mother if someone paid him for it.
Ziggy, he says you were working with the Carrington to steal the dagger.
Lies! You can't be trusting the man. If he
Really?
wasn't already dead, I'd pound the truth out of him.
Maybe you already did.
Were you sleeping with the little rat then?
Of course not.
You really surprised me, lass. I'd think you grew up on the streets accusing me of burglary like that.
Where I grew up doesn't matter, does it? The important thing is... Wait, did you hear something at the door?
Nope.
Yeah, I was hearing it too. Keep your voice down then.
So Mr. Terrible Policeman might have something to do with the theft. Okay. Let's see here. I think I want to ask her something.
I simply don't know how to answer that, my dear.
You hear
Yeah, it's been a while since somebody died. Let's see if I can hide behind here. Oh! 2 a.m. Who is it? Of course. Oh, it's her too.
Wolfie, your facial scars are so wonderful. How did you get them?
Fencing, my strudel.
What scar?
As a young man, I would fence with my
I don't see any
Heidelberg
scars.
friends. We would stop our opponent's saber just before it went through our faces, which would make the scars you see now.
Ah, that is very interesting. You did not use masks to protect your faces?
9. That would have been considered unmanly.
You'll have to show me how to do that sometime.
There are many things I can show you, my strudel.
Perhaps we should go somewhere less public, Wolfie.
Oh yeah, good idea. Particularly since there's that annoying reporter wandering around the museum.
I thought he knew I
That
was
is
here.
not something I would have allowed if I was running things here.
Give it time, Wolfie. Perhaps you will be running things here someday, if I have anything to say about it.
Bo. What can you do?
There are ways, but come, let us speak of these things in more privacy.
Jeez. Okay, so my initial thoughts of trying to get one of these wires is correct. I just
While this is... While this...
it wants a very specific.
While this... While this... While... While this... While...
For God's sakes. Let me guess. I gotta zoom in on it.
While this... You pick it up and...
That was annoying. Alright. We're getting near the end of this act. Let's see. Oh! It's Ernie!
The fabric of the shirt appears to be clinging somewhat to Ernie's chest.
What killed him?
These are animal hairs of some sort, too coarse to be human. You pick it up. You examine Ernie's head carefully, searching for contusions, bruises, or other evidence of foul play. You see little, but you do notice a faint odor, not immediately identifiable. The leather of Ernie's shoes are soaked through and through. The scent is an overpowering mixture of sweat, shoe polish, and alcohol.
Oh, they must have thrown him in a vat. They put him in a vat. Oh, there's something else. I forgot what it was.
Ach, you are smelling like the brewery, mein Capitan. Either you've been drinking, or you've been eating too many of those grapes.
Sure and begorra. A man needs a little nip from his flask now and then, doesn't he?
Personally, I do not require the drinking of the alcohol. It would impair my mental and physical skills.
Ernie Leach has been murdered!
What was that, lass?
Ernie is dead!
So, you finally come to us to confess, is that it?
Confess? No! I'm reporting a murder!
And you was the first one to find the body again?
Well, I guess so.
It's murder.
Quite a coincidence, Fräulein. I think we should be interrogating you to learn the truth! I've had enough of your lies!
Calm down, Heimlich. If there's any interrogating to be done, I'll be the one who does it. Now then, lass, where did you find the body?
The mastodon room. He's hanging from some mastodon tusks.
Ach, he's probably just sleeping on the job.
No, I'm sure he's dead.
Well, I'll go take a look at him then. If I need to talk to you, I'll find you later.
So that's what, 4 dead bodies, I think. Yeah, I think it's already the Museum of the Dead.
Do we smell a promotion in the air? You're doing splendidly.
Alright, we are going to stop right there. Let's see. Let's take a look at our rogues gallery here. We haven't seen Steve for a long time. I don't know where he is. Let's see. Archibald is dead. Ziggy's dead. Messire is involved in something, but he's alive. Countess is alive. Olympia's alive. Wolf is alive. Pippin Carter was the first murder in here. Yvette's banging everybody, but alive. Mr. Tut here is alive. Ernie is dead. Maybe I'll edit this to make it easier to tell who's dead, but yep. We will continue this murder mystery next time.